Hey, what's up guys? Gonna be casting this game between SJEJ Alaminda here in the blue at 1244 versus Yoshio here in the red at 1071. So most likely our player in the red is playing Dark Worlds. That's my guess. But I actually haven't... What? You're gonna lose a Reckless? I'll just set the Reckless. He's going to change Shadow Imprisonment, which you can do. Wow. So at first I was like, our player in the red is totally going to sack him, but he opened up with a lot of cards he couldn't really use, so I guess that's an option. It's kind of sad, but it's good. I enjoy watching Dark World players lose. I'm sorry, Dark World players, but I've seen enough Dark Worlds. That's the reason why. And actually, I haven't uploaded a lot of. I haven't uploaded a Dark World game in a long time, so you know I want to see how this plays out. Plus, I want to see Dragunities. So this is like, I joined this game, so I think this is probably game 2. I doubt anyone was like, oh, cool, main deck Shadow Imprisonment. And we see Rivalry of Warlord, so definitely this is game 2. So that's sided in against Dragunities. Are they all wind? So Ducks is winged beast. And, oh yeah, because the other one's a dragon, so warning Ducks. The only thing that you would set in Dragunities is probably a Phalanx anyways, or you could technically side deck Spirit Reaper against Dark Worlds as also an option. Games 2 and 3s are usually a little bit slower, but yeah, I like to see what people side deck against other decks, and Shadow Imprisonment are pretty good. Player in the blue activating Shadow Imprisonment, which is pretty awesome. I like how he chained it, but what's funny is he hit nothing, but it's fine. If the Dark World player has a Space Typhoon, because since our player in the blue technically said he wanted to chain Shadow Imprisonment to card destruction, our player in the red should have activated his MST that he did end up discarding with card destruction, which you can do because, card destruction hasn't finished yet. And card destruction is not a cost. If it was a cost, then Dark Worlds wouldn't get their effects. So he says the effect is okay. So what is it? This is a dragon, right? Oh, okay. So I guess Rivalry of Warlords is actually a pretty good card against this deck. And I think it's pretty good against windups as well. Also, Goes and Match is probably a good card, just in general. But, looks like he opted for that. Okay, so ooh, a Librarian. I didn't expect that at all. But Dragunities can synchro a lot, so... Let's see if there's a Morphing Jar. Ooh, that's a good card to have. Although you won't get your Dark World effects. Undux EO. Huh. Not sure what that means. I think that's Spanish, but yeah, my Spanish is awful. We see a Fabled Raven get discarded, which is probably... That's okay, but... yeah, you really need to get rid of Shadow Imprisoning Mirror. Although this is the one problem I have with Shadow Imprisoning Mirror versus Dark Worlds, is that they can still bring out Grapha technically. You can still bounce back for Grapha, which is annoying. I wish that you couldn't. And then he's gonna go for a Dragon Ravine. But he already normal summoned, so what's the point of acting Dragon Ravine? I mean, I guess you can set up technically for next turn, but why not just activate it next turn? He's like, yeah, you already normal summon. I'm guessing that's what it says. I can't read what it says. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know any of this. Sorry, guys. I can't. I'm probably not the best. Effect number 1, and so he's going to discard 1 card and add 1 Dragunity monster. My guess is going to be Ducks. Ducks is a very popular card. Or, I mean, Legionnaire at this point wouldn't be that bad. Okay, think about that. Because at least with Legionnaire, you wouldn't have to worry about, like, Rivalry of Warlords. But at this point, I don't think it really matters. Just because, ooh, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, you know how many pluses you can get with Librarian? Because you can synchro multiple times in Dragunities. So you're activating your Reckless Greed. Okay. So come on, Dark World player. You've gone through half your deck right now. You need to be able to discard and get rid of. I don't know what I would get rid of. Since we're gonna see a Starlight Road, because at that point then that would be game. That would see the and he's gonna lose the Ravine. Okay, but that's good because I actually wanted like a good game here, and it would have been too one-sided had our player in the blue just had Starlight Road. That is pretty devastating for a player in the blue. He's in a bad position, especially if our Dark World player can throw up a Skill Drain. Oh, that is really what. Oh, it's calling out my field spell now. Oh, that's a real bummer. Oh, it doesn't have to be a Dark Fiend. Okay, it's been so long since I've seen Fabled Raven, but I know it is a fiend, but I didn't. Yeah. You can do that because I know you can do like banish Torguide, but Torguide's dark, and I guess it doesn't have to be dark. It's just any fiend. Uso Dark World. I don't know what that is. Sorry, bad translation. So most likely Grapha will come out because Snow will be able to search out Grapha, but. Oh yeah, there we go. And then the Dark World's coming to ruin his day. Yeah, unfortunately, that Heavy Storm was way too plus. Maybe he was trying to bluff. I would probably destroy the Librarian. I think that's what he's gonna go for. Yeah, and then player in the blue decides he wanted to discard a Heavy Storm with Dark World Demons. Why would you discard Heavy Storm? Like, the Dark World player is probably going to set a whole bunch of stuff after this. You want to be able to get your Ducks play off. I mean, Skill Drain hurts way too much. Like, what 4 cards do you have that are so good that you just, doesn't matter. Got to get rid of Heavy. I can't think of any other than, like, Dark Hole Reborn. He'd have to have Dark Hole Reborn plus Ducks, plus what other card would he actually want, though? Wow. Actually, I wasn't paying attention. I think he discarded, like, Beige, or, what is it, Silva? I was too busy thinking about the potential cards he could have. But yeah, he's going to take a lot of damage this turn. I don't understand what could possibly be a card, that, you would discard Heavy for. Like, why would you want to keep those 4 cards? Those 4 cards, if they're not all 4 pieces of Exodia, and that's his 5th piece, he didn't make the most optimal play. And I know that he doesn't have all 5... any of the pieces because he has Ducks in his hand because he activated Ravine last turn. So he'll get rid of double Grapha, which is okay, but then you're gonna summon what, Ducks? And hope everything goes all according to plan because let's be honest, double back row and Dark Worlds, it's always skill drain. Every time I run into the back row, it's always skill drain, always reckless. At least that's how I feel. So occasionally sometimes, he's activating Solemn Judgment. Don't know if that's the best idea, because if you have Reborn, that's game. He's going to Solemn that. And because he Solemn that, that will not destroy the gates of the Dark World, because it didn't finish getting to resolve. Okay, there we go. So, we're going to see Monster Reborn. That's my only guess right now. Monster Reborn would be a quick out to here. I mean, I would summon Ducks first, just in case the back row is something you have to worry about. Let's see what it does. So he's going to summon Ducks. Valor. Who plays Valor? Oh no. Who plays Valor in Dark Worlds? I mean, I guess even siding it does kind of hurt them. It hurts Dragunities, but the thing is, like, that means no drag down. And he discarded like 2 drag downs in the beginning of the game. Wow. I'm sorry, player in the blue. You just got sacked by like an Effect Valor in Dark Worlds. Every time I see a Dark World player play Effect Valor, I'm like, no, you can't be playing that. It's not allowed. So he cannot draw. Oh, he's gonna Dark Smog him though. Oh. And at this point, pretty much his game. Change Shadow Imprisoning there. Pretty good stuff, because what are you gonna discard now? Does he have, I'm sure he'll have 1 Dark World monster. He's gonna discard Brow. What? Oh, he's got a normal summon stone. You can activate the ability to special summon Grapha, even when Shadow Imprisoning Mirror. That's the reason I don't like Shadow Imprisoning Mirror. I like Macrocosmos much better. But I mean, Shadow Imprisoning Mirror starts with Zekers, but so does Macro, so I think Macro is just better. Also, D-Fisher is pretty good against Dark Worlds. Aspera. I don't know what that means. Maybe he's like, darn, you sacked me. Oh, I like how our player in the blue has the picture of Grapha, too. Tango Mirror. Okay, so I understand what Tango means. That means that he has Mirror. And he's thinking that you do not get the effect. And he says, no effect, it is a summon. It isn't actually an inherent special summon as well. I hope they don't argue with this, because at this point I think that the Dragunity player probably has lost. But we'll see. Hopefully they won't have to call the admin here. Un momento. Okay, I'll actually help him. I wish I could PM him, but I don't think he. I'll try. Want to see my very bad at SJEJ? Actually, I'll just try to type in English. I think that it means it's not a problem. I'm sorry, I know my Spanish is awful. I actually got a B in Spanish. Surprising. Okay. I actually kind of want to see how this game turns out because it was a pretty decent game. Both players had a bunch of side deck cards. But yeah, like I said, he didn't need to activate that Ravine that turn. Had he not done that, had he not, you know, what he saw a bunch of stuff, realizing, you know, his opponent could just Heavy Storm. And I don't get why he discarded Heavy Storm. Like, why not? So, hopefully did he message me back? Oh, okay, I don't think he did. As como si fuera skill no effect and summon. I hope, okay. Well, anyways, you guys won't see this, but don't worry. Okay, so yeah, like I said, you guys wouldn't see that because I just paused the video and resumed it right now. So, you guys are all good. You guys didn't have to wait. Although, we only had to wait for a few seconds. So, yeah, he's like, I PM'd the guy and... Did he respond to me? I don't think he did. Maybe he just saw it and he's like, oh, okay. But no problem. I think that our player in the blue, he's not really set up to win unless you've got Ravine Ganastales. I think that's a good game. Me, Josti, Mucho. I know Mucho is a lot. Maybe he's like, you sacked me a lot. Maybe. I don't know if that's game. But yeah, like I said, he should have had Porcito. I thought mejor. I don't know what that means. We just call it que no te la visto. Is that walking? I don't know. I don't know. I still don't know. Oh, I think at this point he said GG because he has nothing. But you know, that Heavy Storm. Had a Dragunity player honestly had that Ravine and he heavied and then activated, he would have been in a much better position. He could have probably, yeah, he could have won. Actually, because if he heavied and the Dark World player, it doesn't matter if you saw him or not. As long as, because I believe he already had 2 flanks in the grave anyways. So, I mean, you could have special summoned a Silva. But then what? Yeah, a Dragunity player could have just made Scrapdragon and popped them and went for game. So, actually, a Dragunity player could have won. Had he not discarded the Heavy Storm, had he not activated the Ravine, like I mentioned, those were bad plays, he actually would have won. And so I don't know why he was complaining, because that was definitely a game that he could have won. And I like casting games where the player lost, but he could have won. I think those are the best ways for you guys to experience and kind of learn. But thanks for watching, guys. Asian Eyes signing out.